We're going to write the new function g of x that represents the transformations given and use function notation when showing our work. So I'm going to zoom into this one over here. So g of x is going to be equal to the f of the x and then the transformation. 4 units left means we're going to go x plus 4. So now I'm going to put these together. G of x is going to equal x plus 4. I'm putting this in place of x and then minus 5. Now I'm going to simplify this because negative 5 and positive 4 can add together, giving us g of x equals x minus 1. And then this is going to be our final answer. Okay, here g of x is going to be equal to f of, we're going to move 2 units to the right, so that's going to be x minus 2. And now when I put these together, g of x equals, I'm going to place this in place of x here. So x minus 2 and then plus 2. Now I can simplify by combining these like terms, which is going to leave me with g of x is equal to just x because plus 2 and minus 2 cancel each other out. So our final answer is g of x equals x. All right, here, g of x is going to equal f of, and it's going to say 2 units down. So we're going to have f of x and then minus 2 because that's going to show us 2 units down. Now I'm going to place this in place of that x right here. So g of x is going to equal, and we're going to have parentheses 4x plus 3 plus 2. So that's my x, f of x. That's all just original. And then I'm going to tack on this minus 2 at the end. Now I can use my like terms, combine. So these two are going to plus 2 minus 2 equals 0. So we end with g of x is equal to absolute value of 4x plus 3. And that is our final answer for this one. Next we have this, g of x is going to equal f of, and we're going to go 6 units up. So f of x plus 6 units up. And now I'm going to rewrite combining. So we're going to have f of x, which is 2x minus 9, and then we're going to have our new plus 6. So now I can combine my like terms, the minus 9 and the plus 6, and that's going to actually give me g of x is equal to 2x, and then this is going to give me minus 3. So that is my answer. All right, here we're going to do a vertical stretch by a factor of 5. So that means we're going to be multiplying by 5. So g of x is going to be equal to f 5 times our f of x. So that 5 is going to go in the front. So g of x is equal to 5 times, and in place of f of x, I'm going to put this x plus 2. And now I'm going to distribute the 5. So that's going to give me g of x equals 5x plus 10. And that is my answer. All right, here, g of x is going to equal, we're going to have a horizontal shrink by a factor of 2. Because it's horizontal, we're going to kind of do an opposite. Because it's horizontal, it's going to be a little bit opposite. And so it's going to go f of not 1/2 x, but 2x instead. So now to simplify this, it's going to be g of x is equal to the absolute value of 2 times 2x and then plus 4. Because I placed this 2x in place of the x here. Now to simplify that, I simply will multiply these two. So g of x is equal to the absolute value of 4x plus 4, and that is going to be our final answer. Here we're going to have a vertical shrink by a factor of 1/2. So we're going to be multiplying by 1/2. So it's going to go g of x is equal to 1/2 f of x. When we rewrite the equation, it's going to be g of x equals 1/2 of all of f of x, which is 2x plus 6. Now we can distribute, multiply across with our 1/2, which gives us g of x equals, these cancel. So I just have have x plus, and half of 6 is 3. And so that is our final answer. Last one, horizontal stretch means it's going to be opposite. So it's going to be times 1/4. You're multiplying x by 1/4. So g of x is going to equal f of 1/4 x. So when I put this with my original equation, I'm going to get absolute value 1/4 x plus 3. And then basically to simplify, it's just going to be the absolute value of 1/4 x plus 3. And that's our final answer.